Prepare yourself for one of the craziest, if not the craziest, entitled parent you've ever come across. Entitled Mum follows me into the cinema and completely ruins my day with my girlfriend. So this is a story that really irks me. I decided today that I would visit Lily, my girlfriend, and I was extremely excited. I got up super early. At 5 AM, I wake up, pack my stuff, and grab breakfast and got a train at 7 AM to Lily City. It takes about 2 hours. I arrive there and I meet Lily at her house at about 9:30 AM. "You're here!" She grabs me and pulls me to her and literally nearly suffocates me by kissing me. Of course I came, wouldn't miss the chance to see you for £1,000,000. How have you been? Good, been out with friends, avoided mum at all costs. Your mum still needs you, she is sad and crazy. Avoid her sometimes, but not all the time. If she does anything to you, I will kill her myself. Well, I'm already gonna make quite a bold prediction that Lily's mum is probably the entitled parent in this story. You always find the best in people, don't you? I try. For you, it's not hard. After about an hour of fun, me and Lily decide to go see a movie. She is a big fan of Fast and Furious, so we see the new one, Hobbs and Shaw. About 20 minutes into the movie, I look over to the right and see someone staring at me. I shrug it off to start with, but then the stare becomes piercing and the person starts moving closer. I know who it is. I wrap my arm over Lily's shoulder, kiss her forehead and whisper in her ear, "Your mum is here." Lily's face turns red with anger. "Ignore her please, I really want to see this movie." Okay. For about 15 minutes, the entitled mum just stares at us, well, me, giving me a dirty look. Lily notices this as well. New plan, kiss me like you never have before. It will make her so angry she will get kicked out. Well, I mean, she doesn't have to tell me twice. That is exactly what I did. It was pretty amazing to be honest, but then I feel an arm grip my neck. "Get off her, she is my daughter and this is her boyfriend." Some stupid kid, let's call him Lewis, tries to grab me, but I shrug him off. "Get away from her now before I beat the heck out of you." "Lewis, let it go, I dumped you months ago, you hit me." I turn savage. I say in a threatening voice, "You hit her? That is going to be the biggest mistake of your life when I'm done with you." I go to pounce at him, but Lily grabs me towards her and pulls me in tight. "No, he isn't worth it." She then turns towards Lewis. "Now F off before I hurt you." "No, Lily, you will dump him and go with Lewis now." "No." "Lily, I don't want to hurt you again, but if you don't obey me, then I will." Wait, sorry, why is her own mother telling her to get back with a boyfriend that was abusive towards her? Is she an idiot? "Touch her and I will tear you apart limb by limb." "All talk, aren't you? You're not going to touch me. Lily deserves a guy like me." "Lewis, you are a manipulative, horrible person who has a tiny... savage." "What did you say to me?" He starts walking towards Lily. I break free and grab his arm. "I'm not all talk, now back off." He punches me square in the face, but I do boxing, I've had a lot worse. I look at Lily, she shakes her head. "I'm not going to fight you, that's not what Lily wants, now back off." He starts to walk to Lily, but I step in front and he punches me in the stomach. I then grab Lily and pull her to me to protect her. Meanwhile, he is throwing a few punches and the entitled mum is screaming. A cinema employee sees me taking punches and the entitled mum screaming. "What is going on here?" "This kid stole my daughter and is forcing her to go out with him." "And she is my girlfriend." "Really? Because from what I saw, it was you punching this kid and this girl clinging to him for protection. Now get out of this cinema now." "You heard him, get out." Lewis punches me again and I lose my cool. I kick him straight in the knee, knocking him to the floor. He genuinely cries. I'm about to turn his face into a pile of rubbish when Lily pulls me away. Like I said in my last post, I show very little remorse when it comes to people I hate. Her entitled mother then slaps me across the face and it feels like I'm in a Royal Rumble. Yeah, you've just got entitled people coming at you from every single angle at this point. The employee forces Lewis and Lily's entitled mother out of the cinema. They are now banned from there. "Hey, if he presses charges, then I will help. What you did was self-defense. Do you need any medical attention?" "I'm alright, I think I will just watch the movie." "Okay, I will get you a refund, sir." "If you get a refund for me, keep it. Take it as a thank you for your help." So me and Lily have a great rest of the movie, me with a bloody lip and Lily saying I'm sorry every second. After the movie, me and Lily grab a bite to eat at TGI Fridays. Then I meet Lily's dad. He is a really nice guy. Hey dad, this is my boyfriend Jack. Wait, what? Is this story about me? Hey there, how you doing? You don't look the best. Your lip isn't looking great. Well, I ran into your ex-wife. Ah, well, that explains a lot. She is a horrible woman. I hope you're not like one of the boys EM gets Lily with. No dad, nothing like that. He has already ran into Lewis. Lewis, what a complete prat he was. Hope you taught him a lesson. I kicked him in the knee and made him cry. Good stuff. You two got a place for tonight? Mums. No, definitely not. You two can stay with me. Oh, thanks, Dad. He then drives us to his place. Lily runs into the house, but he stops me. Hurt her and I will kill you. Wouldn't have to. I'd do it myself. Wow, you care about her a lot. More than anything else. He then whispers in my ear, I've got really good earplugs, oh my god. I laugh with him and continue to talk. So that is it. A very eventful day, but a great day because I spent it with my girlfriend, met her a really nice dad, and I had a lot of fun. Thanks very much for reading. Well, thank you very much, Jack, for posting this in my own subreddit r/RedditorYT. Sounds like everything was okay in the end, apart from your bloody lip, of course. As I always say, I really love reading all your posts on my own subreddit. We now have 3,500 members. That is nuts. Honestly, it's one of the first places I go to when I want entertaining and outrageous stories like this one. So keep them coming and you'll see them on the channel very soon. With that in mind, let's move on to another one. Entitled Mum Tries Taking My New and First Car I Bought. So I finally got around to buying myself a first car, a BMW 440i Grand Coupe M Performance package, wow. And I love it so far. It's a comfy and fast four-door car, but to the story. So last week, I got done doing all my stuff and went ahead and picked my friend up with my new car, which he hasn't seen yet. So I show him around and do all the usual stuff for a 17-year-old to show off a little with his ride. Well, with a car like that, I really don't blame you. So we decided to go for a little drive, and after a bit we got hungry, so we decided to go out and get ourselves some McDonald's. We pull into the drive-thru and we see this woman sitting by the window with her two kids, one about 7, the other around 16. Now I don't usually read out the cast list, but in this instance it's important. So EK1 isn't really entitled, but EK2 certainly is, remember that. So as I said, we pull into the drive-thru, but it was kinda busy, so we pulled up behind 7 cars. But we noticed a woman, the entitled mother, staring at us with such a dirty look. It was so dirty, I can't get it out of my head. Then she went ahead to call someone, but we didn't think anything at the moment. We were just chilling, so we just thought, oh, she's just hating. So we keep going, but she keeps looking, we just continue. So after about 15 minutes, we're finally able to order, so we ordered and continued. We pull into the parking lot and look for a place to park, but there wasn't one, so we decided to drive for a bit and look around for a spot. As we pull out, we see the entitled mum and her 2 kids get in their car and start following us, so we just hammered the brake and slowed down to get behind them, but they also kept on slowing down and flashing their headlights. So we hammer the throttle, and the acceleration of my car is quite fast, so we easily outdo her Toyota Yaris. Of course she had a Toyota Yaris. For those of you that don't know, that is literally the typical entitled parent car. That is quite funny. So we pull into a small shopping mall parking lot to eat all our food and stuff, but as we eat, we see the entitled mother with her car pull up next to us, and she gets out and starts screaming at us, "Shut down your car!" And we're just here like, okay. So at first I thought she was angered by the stock exhaust system that comes out of the car, which is an M Performance exhaust which is loud AF. So I shut it off and I asked her what's going on, and she said, "Give the keys to my son because he is a better driver and deserves it better than you. You probably got this with illegal money." Which I haven't. I've been working since I was 14 to afford this specific vehicle. I said, "No, I worked my butt off for this. Why would he deserve it?" To which she said, "He just got his license and he's been doing good in school." To which I say, "Congrats to you, dude, but no, you're not getting this car." The entitled mother and the second entitled kid get furious and start arguing about something as the first kid just sits there. The entitled mum pulls out of the car and says, "Give us the car, we need it. You see, I'm a hardworking mother and we need this more." I basically got out and tried to talk to them. So as I say, "Mom, I won't give this," she slaps me and her entitled kid tried taking the car. But my friend got out and slammed the kid on the hood of the entitled mother's Yaris. And more security jumps between us and he saw it all and the entitled mother screams, "He hit me!" But actually the entitled mother had hit me, not the other way around. Then the second kid, who is entitled, starts overreacting about my friend slamming him onto the hood. So the guard called in the real cops and we waited so we all got taken to a room with cameras, etc. So the cops arrive and ask about what happened. The entitled mum starts making up her own story and her kid goes along with it, saying that me and my friend tried to rob them and we pointed guns at them, etc. The cop asks, "Is this true?" We said, "No, look at the cameras." Now the first kid, who is not entitled but maybe a little embarrassed, actually had our back here and said, "It's not true, Mummy tried to steal keys to a blue car." To which I was surprised. Such a good soul, that kid. Yeah, that is surprising that he has such a good soul, with a sibling as entitled and a mother who is even more. So the officers check the cameras and take the entitled mother and her entitled kid to the station. I don't know what happened afterwards, but the first entitled kid's dad picks him up and says, "I've already heard it, I'm sorry." I said it's all good, but I decided to give my McNuggets to the first kid because of his honesty. We still are in contact with EK1 and his dad and we're meeting up again soon. I didn't press charges because I felt sorry. Well, to be honest, I don't really blame you. I'm just thinking about it. In that situation, I don't think I would have pressed charges either. I genuinely feel sorry for the people in these entitled families who aren't entitled, who are just embarrassed. Like, if you think about it, this kid has had to go through so much already, most likely, with such an entitled family. If you were to sue them in this case, all that would happen is that it would probably just damage their family even more and make your mum even more entitled. So for me, I totally get why you didn't sue in this instance. Anyway, that brings us to the end of these entitled parent stories. I really hope you enjoyed them and thank you so much for watching all the way through. It is really appreciated. You know what? Comment guacamole if you've got to this point, and people who haven't will be so confused, and I will heart every guacamole comment I see. Love you all, and I will see you all soon with some more.